ya. Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry rocks. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Maniac straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Baby gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zaza, Tree Tree, and shout classy. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where do I know? Not on the phone. Where do I know my own? They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on in your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking, what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on
hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
This is JoJo Natson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Joe Natson on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
And the Browns first down.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins.
Mayfield's
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Cleveland.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs. Going to park this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Give to Nick Chubb.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 11 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
First and goal, Cleveland.
Mayfield now on the move to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Cameron Sutton on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll throw from the gun. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
I'm looking if Terrell Sox is on the field.
The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Roethlisberger is sacked. The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Browns 7, Steelers nothing.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Screen play, Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 39-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Steelers, nothing.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Ben to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
22 yards.
There's Jarvis Landry with a nice reception and pickup there. And when you say Pro Bowl, you better think Jarvis Landry. He's been selected to it every year since 2015. The only season he's missed is rookie year. And he is durable and tough. We talk about that all the time. How about this for an example? Hasn't missed a game in his first 6 seasons and was a 1,000-yard receiver for the 3rd time in 2019.
Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
Intended for Rashard Higgins. It's now 2nd and 10.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He gets it left side to Johnson. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 29-yard attempt.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise, and the Browns add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Seibert to kick off fourth.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Roethlisberger will throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Roethlisberger's pass complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Cleveland.
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A run for Nick Chubb. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half.
We could have easily made that.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Roethlisberger will hand to counter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2.
Here's a running play for Juju. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So here are the Browns to take over. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Joe Hayden there to bring him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Mayfield to throw it.
6-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
There's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well. An 89-yard touchdown against the Jets on a Monday night. Explosive is Odell Beckham Jr.
At the Steelers' 19-yard.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Why would you go upfield?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sport. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And a special play there by the special teams. It's one thing to fake it. He ran it in for the score.
I think the special teams coach saw something on film in preparation for this game, told the head coach now's the time. He got the green light, and they worked it to perfection.
And the lead is now 24. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Taysom Hill who finished it off with a touchdown.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the down to kick it off. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the... Release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Roethlisberger on target to Washington. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Good as you. Catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a great return as he takes.
Where does it pop up? It does pop up.
Just shy of the 45.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
T.J. Watt there.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin Bush drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
On 1st and 10 is Connor, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Under the ball carrier.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Will line up for them.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They run. Chubb. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Cleveland.
Take a timeout.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This from 54 yards away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams